Have you ever felt anxiety hit you out of nowhere? Your chest gets tight, your thoughts start racing, and even though you try to calm down, your brain seems to get louder. The frustrating part is that most advice simply says, just relax. But when anxiety is already taking over, relaxing can feel impossible. The good news is that there are simple steps you can take to calm anxiety quickly and help your body feel safe again. The first step is to name what is happening. Say to yourself, this is anxiety, this is uncomfortable, but it is not dangerous. This matters because anxiety tricks your brain into thinking that something is seriously wrong. When you believe that thought, your body may panic even more. But when you label the feeling as anxiety, you create a small distance between yourself and the emotion. You are not the anxiety. You are the person noticing the anxiety. That small shift can begin to calm your nervous system. Once you have named the feeling, the next step is to use your breathing to send your body a calming signal. When anxiety is high, breathing often becomes fast, shallow, or tight. Instead of forcing yourself to relax, try making your exhale longer than your inhale. Breathe in slowly for 3 seconds, then breathe out for 6 seconds. Repeat this a few times. The goal is not to breathe perfectly. The goal is to tell your body, we are not running, we are not fighting, we are slowing down. Another helpful way to calm anxiety fast is grounding yourself in the present moment. Anxiety often pulls your mind into the future with thoughts like, what if something goes wrong? Or, what if I can't handle this? Grounding brings you back to right now. One simple method is the 5-4-3-2-1 technique. Name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This helps your brain focus on your surroundings instead of staying trapped in fearful thoughts. Anxiety does not only live in your mind, it also shows up in your body. You might feel it in your jaw, shoulders, hands, stomach, or legs. To release some of that tension, try a quick body reset. Lift your shoulders toward your ears, hold them there for a few seconds, and then let them drop. Unclench your jaw, relax your tongue, open your hands, and press your feet gently into the floor. These small actions remind your body that you are present, supported, and safe. After calming your body, it is important to look at the thoughts that are feeding the anxiety. When anxiety gives you a scary thought, do not immediately argue with it. Instead, ask one simple question. Is this a fact or is this a fear? For example, if you think, I'm going to mess everything up, ask yourself whether that is truly a fact or just a fear. Many anxious thoughts are predictions, not facts. They can feel real without actually being true. Once you recognize that a thought is fear-based, replace it with something steadier. Instead of saying, I can't handle this, try saying, this is hard, but I can take one small step. Instead of thinking, what if something goes wrong? Say, if something goes wrong, I will deal with that moment when it comes. These calmer statements do not deny your feelings, but they help you respond to anxiety in a more balanced way. A fast anxiety reset can be remembered in 5 simple steps. First, name it. This is anxiety, and it will pass. Second, slow your breathing by inhaling for 3 seconds and exhaling for 6. Third, ground yourself using your senses. Fourth, release tension from your shoulders, jaw, hands, and body. Fifth, question the anxious thought by asking, is this a fact or is this a fear? The goal is not to make anxiety disappear instantly, but to lower its intensity enough so you can think clearly again. Anxiety can feel like an emergency, even when you are actually safe. The next time it happens, try not to shame yourself or say, I shouldn't feel this way. Instead, remind yourself, my body is trying to protect me and I can calm it down one step at a time. Practicing these techniques when you are not anxious can also make them easier to use when anxiety does appear. In the end, calming anxiety fast is about helping your mind and body return to the present moment. You do not have to solve your whole life at once. You do not have to make every uncomfortable feeling disappear immediately. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is pause, breathe, notice where you are, and take the next small step. You only have to take the next breath.